Hi everybody, this is Zuri. Thank you for tuning in to Talk Yarny to me. I am Zuri. I will be talking yarny with you for a little while. Welcome to any new friends that I have visiting me for the first time or second or third, newer friends. And then as always, thank you for coming back to all of my older friends. I really appreciate you guys. I always say this and I'm usually lying, but today I'm probably telling you the truth. I'm gonna be pretty quick tonight. My dog... I don't know if you could hear that. Was my dog licking an empty water bowl because he's thirsty, but we have a whole other water bowl that I know has water in it, so I don't feel bad for him. But anyway, if you heard that noise, that was just I apologize. Anyway, I don't have anything finished to show you. I have 3 works in progress to show you. They are all knit, and they're all gonna be pretty boring, but I wanted to come on and show them to you because we are in the last final push of our move. This will probably be my last video from this house. I'm really sad. But moving day, today's Sunday, the 14th of September. And moving day is the 18th, which is a Thursday. So I'm probably like 80% packed up, but we're doing some more. But I just wanted to show you guys what I got because I'll probably be really busy the rest of the week. Anyway. I have, 3 things to show you. One of them is new, one of them is old, 2 of them are old, one of them is almost done. Okay, so we will start with the brother to this sock. Now, if you guys recall, this is a sock that I'm making as a Christmas present for my cousin's husband, made with this yarn, which is watercolor sock yarn from, where are you at? Where is that? There it is. Laine du Nord, which is made in Italy. 75% muslin-free wool with color-free treatment, and 25% nylon. In the color, I think there's a color name. Well, it's color number 101. I don't think I ever told you guys that before, but it is a very beautiful sock yarn. This is size probably 10 to 11. And this is his brother that I am working on. We are through the leg and we are about a quarter of the way into the heel flap. So that's where we're at here. I feel like I did a really good job matching them up. It looks pretty good because this says that you're supposed to be able to make 2 identical socks. But it comes in, it comes on this cone. So I had to like unravel this much to get back to my starting point. Anyway, it's coming along. This is at my desk project that I work on when I have a couple quiet minutes, when I'm in a meeting and don't have my camera on, things like that. Hopefully my boss does not see this until after it is too late to reprimand me. All right, so there's that. Because I think I've told you guys before, I actually got this yarn from my boss, who is also a knitter. He used to own a fiber company at some point in his life. I don't know when he could have possibly done that. Because he's been in tech since he was a teenager. He's a year younger than me, and he was going through all his companies that he started when he was like 15. But I think he moved away from tech for a while and started a yarn company. And then he sold that yarn company to the company that he then got to send me this yarn through one of our vendors. I don't know which one. I think I'm assuming it's going to be Juniper, which is like our switch vendors. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's one sock. My second project is also a sock. It's this one. So I was where was I going? I think I was taking my mom to a doctor's appointment last week, and I needed a small project to take with me. So I took this one. Because this is also going to be for my cousin's family. This one's going to be for her 22-year-old son. He has a size 14 foot, and I have like 4 or 5 of these, so that's the one I have the most of, so that's why I chose this one. So I started it last week. I've kept it in my purse, and so it's what I also take to like soccer practice and soccer games, and so I've been working on that there. This is Peyton's Croy sock. I must have got it at Joann at some point. But this looks like, I feel like this is an older yarn label. I think they usually have like dates on them, right? I think you can usually find the dates. Do I care that much? It's from 2017, so it's definitely an older one. What are we in? It's 8 years old. And it's called, I want to say it's called, oh, not what I thought it was called. It's called Gray Brown Marl. Gray Brown Marl. I feel like this is thinner than the like other Peyton's Croy socks that I've worked with. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm like Peyton's Croy is it's a heftier fine weight yarn if you've worked with it before. So maybe because this is like an older, I thought for a second, I thought I had not started recording and I was going to just give up for the night. I was going to be like, it's not meant to be. But I'm recording. Okay. Maybe they changed, you know, their formula. That's not the right word. Like their fiber content or something at some point. When they made this. This is 4-ply. I don't have any like right at hand to like compare to like a newer, more recent release of Peyton's Croy. But this feels thinner, and even like the sock I'm making feels thinner than the very first sock I made was with Peyton's Croy, and it definitely was a heftier, it felt like sock, which is fine because I like them a little thinner. The one I made is like really technically, I feel like it's a tad bit too thick to wear, except on like the coldest of Georgia days. So I feel like this will be better. But anyway, making this, I'm gonna go, I've meant to, when I made my husband's sock, so when I made my sock, I went 60 rounds on the leg. And this is 10 rounds, so I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's 60, right? No, when I made my sock, I went 60 rounds on the leg. When I made my husband's sock, I went 70 or 80 because 60 felt a little short. This one, I just forgot and went 60 again. So it's a little bit short on the leg and long in the foot. But it's okay because my cousin's husband is also not super tall. Her son is taller though. He's not super tall either, but he's taller than his dad. So I'm gonna remember to go 70 on the at least 70 on the foot here. I like it. I like the way the colors are playing out. Very pretty. Very, not pretty, you know, very masculine and nice. So I'm already through the cuff, and I got probably like 10 or 15 rows of the leg. And actually stick a stitch marker on it so I can keep up. Let's see. Ooh, because of these dark colors, it's hard to see. Looks like here. 1. Let me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So did 10, and then I probably done another probably 6. So first 10, and then this is the second 10. I'm probably 5 or 6 rows into it. So I'm gonna put this one actually back in my purse because that will continue to be my, I don't pick up and drop off a kid. I don't go in the like pick up and drop off line. So I don't have a car project. I used to when my son was in elementary school, but I don't do that anymore. So it's not a car project, but it's like my purse project. So it's my waiting project, waiting around, usually for practice. Okay, the last thing, should I show it to you or should I do like a review? I'm trying to decide. I'll just show you and then I'll put it on. I'll do a little try on for you. Is my Flax sweater. We have made a ton of progress on this. I am so excited. Okay, so just a reminder, I am using this yarn, which is Caron Skinny Cakes in the color Melon Smoothie. This is from probably 2021, I would assume. It says 2020, but I know I bought it in, actually I bought it in 2022, but that's when it went on clearance. But it's manufactured in 2020. I know it was out in 2021, like that spring season. Because I remember when I bought it on clearance. I was already married. And That was like the first big yarn purchase I made after we got married. And so that's probably when my husband realized there was a problem. But oh well, it was too late. Anyway, here we are. Last time we spoke, I was just starting this arm here. Let me hold you up nicely. Let me turn you around. Okay, this is the front. Last time we spoke, I was just starting this arm here, and that arm is done. Donezo. So it came out beautifully. So one, the color match was perfect, going from picking up the stitches, right? This is probably this row right here. This first dark row was like the last row of the yoke, kind of, before I put the stitches on hold. So I picked it right up, and then it goes through the colors. And the extra bonus is that it ends almost exactly, like it's really close. It ends on a pink. This one just barely gets into the white. The bottom of it just barely gets into the white. And then the top is like where it's just going from white to pink. So there's definitely continuity. Like, it definitely looks very purposeful, very close. If I was really, I don't have the patience or the energy for this, but if I really wanted to, I could have like matched the width of the stripes in the border to the width of the stripes in the sleeve. So it's because they're obviously going to be bigger, but I didn't at all. I did manage though on the other side to match it pretty well. So let me put it on. I'm going to put it on so you guys can see. Hold on a second. Okay, here it is. So you see, here's my garter stitch going all the way down the arm, this panel. I'm going to stand up in a second. Here's where it ends. Perfect little ending at my wrist. I feel like it's the perfect length. See that? Oh, I'm going to stand up. And then this is like where I picked up on this side, and then this is where I picked up on this side. So it matches pretty well. I feel like it's going to be a perfect match from arm to arm. And the fit is just wonderful. Do you see this? I got my thing trailing here, so it's hard to... So I'm really happy. I'm really ecstatic about how this turned out. I think it's awesome. I cannot wait to finish this. I'm probably not gonna be able to finish it this week. If I finish it this week and we're not too busy, I'll come back on and I'll show you guys the final product. If not, then you'll see it next week, along with a I guess a little mini tour maybe of my new house, or at least whatever my new filming working area is gonna be. I know I'm gonna work, because this is my work desk that I film at. I think we're most likely gonna have, well, I know I'm gonna have to work at least at the beginning in our sunroom, which there's an entrance from our master bedroom into the sunroom, and then on the other side there's an entrance from like the dining area. It's a really open concept, so like the dining room flows into the kitchen, which flows into the living room. I wish there was a little more separation, but it is what it is. But at least for now, I'm gonna be working in the sunroom because that's like the really only separated area. And then at some point, probably sooner rather than later, think we're gonna get me a she shed, and we're gonna insulate it real good. And that's probably where I'm gonna work. I don't really relish the thought of that, because I'm thinking those like cold, rainy days, like where I'm gonna have to like run out to the shed in my like splash across the yard to the shed or whatever. It's not a big yard though, whatever. But yeah, so I'll show you guys at least that. Look at this gray hair. That's a gray hair. That's another one. Oh my gosh, they're just a shining. That's crazy. My husband, who's 4 months younger than me, like just found his first like really noticeable gray hair like this weekend, where I've had mine since I was 37, so like 7 years. That's when I first found mine. The good thing is my hair is still super curly, that usually they just hide in there. Like, let me see if I just like, and stick that back in there. I'm gonna stick that back in there. It still wants to poke out. That's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, but like what I was saying, if I finish it before probably Wednesday, which I don't know if I will, because I don't think I'm going to bring this down to work on it during the day. So this will be my after work project, and after work I'll be doing a lot of like last minute packing of things. But if I do finish it before, like by Wednesday, I'll show you guys. Thursday is closing. Where the big push move is going to be on Saturday. But we're going to go ahead and get the truck like Thursday night, the moving truck. And then probably on Thursday, because we're taking Thursday, Friday off, both of us. We're just going to, I know he's going to move his gym equipment and go ahead and set it up in the garage. I'm probably going to take like some, you can't see him. Let me see. Like, that's some stuff. Okay, some like, okay, you can see it. Like, things like this lamp, and there's like an end table it sits on, like, and there's another matching one over here, and just like little things, like some stuff of maybe a few block boxes, and just we're gonna start staging stuff as much as we can. And then Friday, same thing. We got the fridge is getting delivered on Friday. My in-laws are gonna be over there because it's like 15 minutes from their house. They're gonna wait over there on Friday for the fridge to get delivered, but we're also probably gonna make a few trips on Friday. Like a lot of the boxes get staged, so that Saturday, which is like our big push day, it's gonna be like the furniture, desks, like that kind of stuff, and like some of the heavier boxes, just whatever we don't, you know. But that way we won't have to get a huge moving truck. Just like we can get the medium size, and then we can just like honestly, the people that are helping us, they're all, most of them, like it's my in-laws who are older. It is one of my husband's cousins who happens to be in town. I think he's been working like every other week in town. He lives in Florida, but I know he's been up a lot. I think his business has been bringing him like every few weeks into town, so he will be helping us. And then one of like the neighbors, my husband's parents' neighbors, like they live in the same neighborhood, like they grew up in like the same house, and so like one of the neighbors they grew up with will also be coming to help us. But the rest is like my in-laws and like my husband's uncle and everyone. Like the average age, like that age is like 67 and up. And my husband's brother, I think, is maybe helping, but he's our age, but he's not in the best health. Like so yeah, so we're trying to get as much as we can done, and they're like that kind of like super opinionated helpful, like where they're gonna say a lot but they might not. I don't know how much they'll do, but anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. And yeah, so why was I telling you that? Oh, because, okay, so if I finish this, I'll show you before. If not, you'll see it later. And then I'll talk a little bit. I know I didn't say a whole lot about it. This is the Flax Sweater by Tin Can Knits. The socks are both the vanilla sock pattern by Crazy Sock Lady. I'm going to put everything linked. I have one more thing. Okay, I'm going to have to pause you again. Ooh, okay, yeah. I gotta get on my computer for this. Do you guys remember how I told you that if you send me pictures of what you make with your mystery box stuff, if you bought it from me, that I would love to show it? So one of my subscribers, Linda, who is like just my most just my absolute most supportive subscriber, did email me a picture of like what she made with one of her mystery box things, and she did it like a couple of weeks ago, but I keep forgetting to put it in the videos. So now I'm gonna pull up the email so I can like tell you what she said. Okay, it's so cute. Oh man, Linda, I'm so sorry that I forgot to mention this like 3 weeks ago when you sent this email. But okay, so I'm gonna put the picture up here. She said it's her a set for her granddaughter inspired by Craft in a Cuppa by Loving Haji. I think Craft in the Cuppa is the pattern and Loving Haji is the designer. And it's like, oh, I know this yarn. Okay, I don't remember the purple yarn. What is that? The blue yarn, if I'm not mistaken, is, so this blue yarn is, I want to say probably Red Heart Soft Essentials, which is like a 5 weight. You can correct any of this. If you know, Linda, what I'm talking, like what it is, and you remember what it is and I'm wrong, then go ahead and correct me in the comments. But I think that's what that is. Red Heart Soft Essentials. Maybe. What is that? And then what is this variegated? I don't remember what the variegated is. What are you? You don't look familiar to me. But it's like a kind of hexi-cardi style. Long sleeve cardigan, and it's got a cute little hat there. This is adorable. And I think she said, because I sent this to her while she was traveling. So I sent it to where she was traveling too. So I think she made this like while she was traveling. And before she got back, if I recall. I think you mentioned it in the comments. I know. I'm so bad because you told me weeks ago. And I, like the last 3 videos, I was like, I'm going to show Linda's thing. And then I forgot every time. But it's so cute. Let me know what size this is too. It looks like it's probably toddler size, but it's hard to get really good scale. Or maybe like a child smallish, like a 5-6-year-old, but it looks really cozy. This has got to be 5 weight. What is the variegated? I don't remember what this is. I don't remember having this. It's really cute though. It's a little too variegated for me. You did a great job with it though. I love the way you did these colors. I bet she loves this. I bet she loves it. Anyway, thank you for sharing. You guys, anyone else that bought, I know several of my subscribers bought mystery boxes for me, and then I had another subscriber reach out and ask if I had any more, what are you called? Karen Colorama Halos, because I know I put some in almost every box, but she asked if I had any more, and I looked, I had like 7 more, 3 different colors, and I just sent, I let her, so I let her, I gave her all of them. Like, I like Karen Colorama Halo, but I know I just dispatched that cat. I'm so bad. Fuzz. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. I like it, but she'll probably use it before I will. And so I decided, I had saved it. I gave some away, but I saved some, but I went ahead and let those go. So she has those. So like either you, you know who you are if you want to send me an email with, what you make, or if anyone that bought some of my boxes, because I recognize a lot of the names of people that have bought my mystery boxes. So if you want to send me pictures of like what you made with my yarn that I could not figure out what I wanted to do with, then please do, and I'll talk about it, or we'll just show it. We'll just have a chat, something different. I sold 2 more, so I have these here. One of them is in the car because I had a sale on I think came through on Saturday, and then just today, this morning, someone else bought another box. So I have to throw that in the car because I'm gonna run up to the post office tomorrow to mail those, plus the Colorama Halos. So I'll be down to 3. If I can get rid of those other 3 before I move, I'll be happy. But if not, it's fine. They're fine. They'll go in the garage until somebody buys them. Or they'll go, probably not, maybe even in the sunroom, because I feel like, I don't know how dry the garage is pretty dry. Either way, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's really cool. But I've been meaning to show that like the last 2 or 3 videos, I've been meaning to show that really cool picture that Linda sent. And so I was even gonna like write myself a note, like, don't forget to show the picture. But then I didn't write myself a note, and I was about to sign off again. And then I remembered. So anyway, keep on, stop. Now you got me distracted. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm gonna get on out of here. It is not too late for once, but I do wanna pack up a few more things before I go to bed. So I will talk to you guys later. First, I gotta reach over you. Ooh, I don't wanna see that. Sir. All right.